All right, here we go. Back in action. Check this out, guys. Crypto market portfolio breakdown is on the menu today on this video. And we have 6 positions to talk about. So I'm going to go right ahead, dive into this. And I'm going to start with the Ripple. Ripple was our first bullish position after closing out all of our positions. We've made a killing on the way down, but now, it's been a while now, about a week. We suspect price action is bottoming out, not just for the Ripple, but for the whole market. Now, we got in too early to the position on the Ripple. We got in about a week ago. I want to show you how that looks like. Well, first, from the monthly perspective, this is where we're coming from, right? The breakout of 235.75 that we declared as a legit breakout after we had a monthly close confirmation. This month is giving us reconfirmation because it tried to penetrate back below. But take a look at that huge spike. Price actions bouncing off that 235.75, suggesting it's now a solid support, and that's what we needed to have the confidence, to pursue this bullish campaign. But again, we got in early, and now we're waiting for price action to catch up with our entry levels. You can see where we got in, right? That was after that huge pullback. But then price action took us for a bit of a roller coaster on the downside, almost catching our stop loss level, right? We nearly dodged that bullet. But we're still here, waiting for price action again to close the distance to 266.33 and 269.34, crossover, and then we're back in business. We're going to get more aggressive, of course, with that one. Bitcoin fooled us with a potential breakout we thought was in the books, but it didn't finalize that breakout yet. We're still hoping it will, because as you can see, after a bit of a trip on the downside lane here for a few days, it came back to press on that 97,680 level that we expect to be broken. And then once it does, we're going to get a lot more aggressive, chasing 104,237. As of now, we have a tiny position in place because we were testing the water. Because again, we didn't get that breakout confirmation, not even from the daily perspective, which is why we kept that position very, very small. So we can accommodate more, a bigger position later down the road once we secure that breakout. Next, Chainlink. This is actually the latest addition to our positioning. Chainlink had been signaling for potential bottoming out. Take a look at the monthly chart here, guys. The level we're talking about, last line of support, last line of resort, if you will, is 18.6 right here. 18.6. It's been here for a while, but now we see price action pulling back right off of that level. So it tried to penetrate, but you can see it's bouncing up. It's bouncing off, and it starts to reveal that big spike, evidence of that attempt to break below 1860 that have failed so far. So that might be the end of it, the end of that downside cycle. That level seems to be putting up a serious fight and is going to provide a lot of support, potentially for price action to turn around altogether. We got in with a small size position for now, and we're waiting for more green light coming from the Chainlink to start building up a bigger size position going forward. We're going to be targeting 21.4 and eventually primary target and final destination is going to be 24.55. All right, we got more positions to talk about. Yeah, I owe you 3 more positions. So yeah, here's another one, the 4th one, Stellar. Hopefully the Stellar is gonna push forward in a stellar fashion. But here we also estimated that the Stellar is finding a bottom on that 3170 level. I was right here talking about it. And here we are. It's starting to turn around. Starts to look visibly reversing on the upside. This is how it looks like from the weekly perspective. Again, huge pullback last week just to remain above 3170 and inside our range, our trading range. So that's a good sign on its own. From this point forward, you can see we got in early, too early, I guess. Timing was a little bit off. We fired off the first trade, then price action went down, and we doubled down. But then it kept moving south, and it got pretty close to our stop loss level, but it didn't go that far. And now the turnaround. So we're going to keep the position intact, and we're only going to get more aggressive once price action secures a breakout above 37.58. All right, that's our that's the next trigger for us to get, more aggressive with the stellar. Eventually, we're aiming at 44.16. That's our primary target and final destination. Fifth position, Tron. Here, we're already registering a nice profit. We started to scale up here right from the bottom. As price action got that rejection off of 21.86, which we expected. That's the last line of support, key level support. Showed itself to be a stiff support in the previous occasion where price action was pressing on it. It was back in mid-January. That level held its ground, and it did it again a few days ago. So that's where we're coming from. But we're going to get even more aggressive once price action secures a breakout above 25.13, and then all the way to our primary target 28.78. All right, so right now we have 4 trades in the mix. Last but not least, our sixth position is the Binance. Now here, guys, that was quite a roller coaster. Here we saw a huge pullback last week just to set inside and above 611.36. That was remarkable pullback, and we thought from that point forward pricing is going to turn around, aggressively move up. It didn't. It took us for a downside move, quite aggressive, by the way. Our stop loss, our official stop loss level was 540. Right? It's now higher. It's 560 because we adjusted it after that huge turnaround that we had over the last few days. Price action is back above 611.36, and that's a good sign. So we're getting more aggressive, doubling up our position size, but we're chasing the ultimate 713.4 level. Huge key level resistance that we believe price action has the potential to close the distance to. All right, so 713.42, that's our official profit target. That's how it looks like from the monthly perspective. Check this out. Massive pullback this month. We're talking about just started, but already huge pullback off of that 611.36. Like I said, massive indication for an upside reversal and a bullish cycle that may have already started. All right, once we pass through 659, we're going to be doubling up our position size, so get ready. Like I said, stop loss level 560 right now. That's about that for this one. Crypto market portfolio breakdown. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow as usual, so till then, be well.